जिसके साथ आप खेले हुए हैं 87 का वर्ल्ड कप मुझे याद है, इन्होंने बड़ी अच्छी बैटिंग की थी। सो मोमेंट्स याद रहते हैं, क्रिकेटिंग मोमेंट्स हैं, और जो हमने कॉम बॉक्स में स्पेंड किए या ट्रैवल करते हुए स्पेंड किए। बहुत बेहतरीन इंसान थे, और पाकिस्तान की क्रिकेट के लिए उनकी कंट्रीब्यूशंस बहुत अच्छी हैं।
Now you're getting balance and access to the ball.
I'll never forget the image last year or during PSL 5 of him going around at the end of a match, collecting the rubbish from the floors and putting it into a bin, and that probably told you everything about the values that Dean Jones held.
Dino has gone too soon, but he has left an indelible impression on cricket.
What a wonderful, incredible human being. Always brought the light and the cheerfulness in the change room. Always try to push us to be the best, to get the best out of us.
He's a wonderful man, and he's going to be really missed, by his family and all the cricketing world. I think what he's done for cricket in Pakistan as well, especially, has been fantastic.
This cup and this tournament is dedicated to you, Dino. We miss you.
Went too soon, Dean Jones. We'll now take a short break and come back with live action. The chase is on. Yeah.
Welcome back to the National Stadium, Karachi, where top of the table Multan Sultans take on the Karachi Kings. Karachi Kings won the toss and inserted Multan Sultans, who only made 141 for 7. It was a real struggle for them, in truth, on a slowish pitch. Ravi Bapara top scoring with 40 from 31, and Sahil Tanvir with some big hits down the order with 25 from 13. As for the bowlers, well, Karachi Kings will be very, very happy indeed. Wasim Akram will be pleased with his charges. The left-arm seamers of Maqsood and Mohammed Amir were very miserly. Imad started off beautifully, and the bowling and fielding effort in general was superb. And they've become the first PSL team to bowl 20 overs without conceding an extra. So one of these two sides will make the final on Tuesday for the first time in their history. Will it be Multan Sultans? Will it be Karachi Kings? Join us in a moment to find out. Welcome back. The umpires Michael Goff and Rashid Riaz. The match ball after sanitising, leading their way past the Multan Sultans, who will have to come up with some game plans and execute them perfectly if they're going to defend what looks to be a below par 141 in the 20 overs, particularly when you have the likes of tournament top scorer Babar Azam, leading the way out to the middle alongside his opening partner Shahjeel Khan. And Karachi Kings will feel at the halfway point that they've put themselves in the box seat to go straight to the final here on Tuesday night. Don't forget, of course, that the two teams here have 2 bites at the cherry. Finishing in the top 2 in the table gives them the luxury of perhaps having a sighter tonight if things don't go their way. But the Kings will be absolutely desperate to make good their advantage here of chasing. 6 out of 8 teams have won chasing Karachi in this year's tournament, albeit that was 7 months ago. Raj Mumtaz Khan.
Definitely doesn't seem like a very long time, but when, like you mentioned, Butch, you've got the likes of Babar, who's in the form of his life, and every time we think that's the best he can do, he ups his game. 26 years of age, 1,388 runs. You mentioned he was a top scorer in this PSL with 384. And that man on screen as well, Shahjeel Khan. We all know he can hit the ball a mile, and he'll want to repeat what he has done previously as well.
Now, Adam Lyth, who is something of a part-time or first over specialist in T20 cricket with his off-spinners. Nice friendly floaty half volley to give Shahjeel a sighter. The 2 fielders allowed back, of course, in the power play. Shahjeel happy just to open his account with a single to long on.
The winner of this match obviously getting a place in that all-important final, and I don't think any of them will want to give it another go. Karachi Kings will feel they've done really well in the first innings to restrict Multan Sultan to 141, not giving themselves too much to chase. That dugout will be very happy.
I wonder how important that final over from Wayne Parnell might be. 19 runs. Sahel Tanvir donged him for a couple of big sixes. And that may well be crucial in what could be a slow scoring affair. Pitch is tired and abrasive. And again, I reiterate the fact that chasing teams have been very, very happy here at Karachi.
Yeah, Parnell brought in but gave away 35 in his 3, went wicketless as well. So yeah, Sohail Tanvir had a good run in that Parnell over.
Oh, glided. It looked a little bit edgy perhaps to begin with, but I think you'll find in slow motion that Babar Azam just opened the face a little to glide it through cover.
I'm sure he's had a good look at the pitch as well. He's been out there in the first innings. The pitch, like you mentioned, is a little bit slower. Yeah, probably just getting bat on ball. They will want a couple of sighters here.
Scamper, and they picked the right man. Babar Azam has just recently taken over the Test match captaincy of Pakistan from Azhar Ali. His career continues to blossom. Lyth with a tidy start. Just 4 runs from the first. Azhar Ali, been disappointed to lose the captaincy, or was that something you saw coming? Rouge.
Yeah, there's plenty of talk around not him being the most aggressive out there. But of course, he was a very good sport, put up a very nice, encouraging tweet for the captain to step in, Babar Azam, which was very well taken by everyone. And he wished him all the best, as we all do. What a class act he is for Pakistan.
Yeah, not everybody's been quite so congenial about allowing people to take their place in positions of power recently. Tanvir. That awkward action from an awkward height.
He does have the highest wickets along with Imran Tahir for Multan Sultan. Obviously Hasnain leading the pack there in this PSL, but he's got the 10 wickets. Been there for Pakistan for a very long time now, bowling off the wrong foot, so it can be a little difficult to pick him off. But obviously the Pakistan lads would have played a lot against him, so Sharjeel and Babel both would be very used to that.
In the air, and it's just got over the head of Shahid Afridi. That extra cover, escape for Sharjeel.
He's got the tight offside ring, 4 men in the ring, but then still manages to land in no man's land there. Yeah, he was trying to flick it onto his leg side, caught the top edge. Luckily for Sharjeel, a narrow escape. It's been a quite subdued start here for Karachi, taking their time a little bit. Obviously not chasing a very big total, so they have that advantage.
Here are one of Pakistan's heroes. The feature of the tournament is to keep an eye on the local talent. All sorts of overseas players who have come and gone over the course of the 2020 series. But any of these T20 tournaments are only as good as the talent that the nation that they're in produces, and there are plenty of them here in Pakistan.
Absolutely, Butch.
Here are the Pakistan heroes themselves.
मेरी इब्तदाई तालीम तो कराची में हुई थी। शौक था कि मैं बिजली के आलात खोलूं तो इस्त्री खोल देता था, और तो यूं मुझ में साइंस का शौक पैदा हुआ। रटे से काम नहीं चलता, आपको अपना दिमाग लगाना पड़ेगा मसाइल हल करने पर, सवाल हल करने पर।
Tanvir in again. And no real aggression yet from Karachi Kings. Is that how you expect them to go about this chase?
I think it comes down to two things. The pitch as well. We saw it was a little bit slower, not coming onto the bat as much as we'd like to see. And obviously, they backed themselves to chase this total. Babar is in the form that we saw in Zimbabwe. He got 51 of 28 in the first T20 and a staggering 82 in the second one. Pulled himself down the order in the third, giving the youngsters a chance. So I think Karachi's got plenty in the fire, especially with the man on screen.
Glorious. That is magnificent. 10 without loss. Well, if you're just joining us, you've missed a boundary of exquisite class from Babar Azam. Nothing wrong with the delivery from Tanvir. Somehow he manages to get on top of the bounce, find the middle of the bat, and scorch it wide of mid-on for 4.
Mohammad Irfan into the attack.
Yeah, another tall man.
Which not just tall, just like he's super tall. Have you ever stood next to him and see where you measure up? I haven't even tried that.
Listen, I'm very, very short in comparison to everybody else in this commentary box. That's why I'm glad you're here, among other reasons, of course. But yeah, he's a giant of a man.
He's got his work cut out. He'll want to break this partnership. In fact, maybe pick up a couple of wickets early on to put the pressure back on Karachi. It's been a careful start here, just the 11.
Oh, he just does it again on repeat. I mean, that's probably better than the first one. Cannot emphasize just how difficult what Babar Azam has just made look so easy.
He is just so pleasing on the eye. Just a clean pickup, glorious timing on that one. And like you mentioned, it's probably better than the first one. He is just such a class act. And he can do that time and time again.
As Irfan adjusts his length, Babar Azam just allows it to come on and deflects it down the third man for a single. Easy as you like.
We obviously speak about Babar's repeated ability to put up the performances. He just seems to have that little bit of extra time than everyone else. Doesn't seem rushed, doesn't seem hurried. And to produce the boundaries, just of pure timing every now and then, he's been spectacular.
Again, it's just picking up the runs as they're offered from Karachi Kings. No risks taken at the moment. So we're having a look at Mohammad Irfan. There's nothing smooth or graceful about it, is there? Getting those huge limbs moving towards the crease, making full use of that height. Perhaps lost a little bit of pace over the years, but still a very handy performer.
We're calling for the 2, and the push for it and will easily pick them up in the end.
Now, statistician Maz has just handed me a card. Top 3 T20 run scorers this year. Marcus Stoinis of Australia, 986. KL Rahul, who's just finished off a magnificent campaign in the IPL with 993. Babar Azam is way out in front, 1,122 and counting. Decides against single. And Shade Afridi gets his eye in with a direct hit. 19 without loss. Pinkish hue to the skies here as the sun goes down, but the sun might not be setting where you are. We're all over the world here in the HBL PSL. Masala in the UK, New Zealand, India. Picked up by Sharjeel. Has he got enough of it? He doesn't. Imran Tahir scampering around with the yellow headband on, and a freeze to finish. The breakdancing kid with the yellow wheels on has picked up the catch, and Karachi have lost their first wicket.
Multan Sultans pick up their first wicket. Here Sharjeel Khan, the danger man, walks back. Didn't quite get a hold of it, was up on the bat. Imran Tahir picking that up cleanly and making quite a gesture there out at the field. Enjoys his cricket. Sohail Tanveer will be a happy man. Sharjeel walks back with just the 4. Karachi now 19 for 1.
Karachi Kings need 123 runs from 101 deliveries to make it through to their first PSL final. We have more action coming for you with the eliminator this evening. Now this one is a long way from done. Alex Hales, who hasn't picked up a bat in anger since October the 4th. He got a first bowler in the final of the T20 Blast in the freezing cold at Edgbaston. October the 4th, it's the latest start for 150 years in the English county game. And he got a first bowler in the final, but Nottinghamshire won. He's out there at number 3, facing up to Sohail Tanveer. And that's going to run away for 4. Babar just gliding the ball around with ease. This is the end of Sharjeel.
Yep, 41 and going strong. Imran Tahir posing for the camera there. Obviously, after picking up that catch as well, brought an end to Sharjeel's stay the wicket.
41-year-old B-boy down there with his breakdancing shoes on. Takes very good care of himself, Imran Tahir. Another ball pings off the middle of Babar Azam's blade.
Well, Alex Hales will want to change his fortune. He has a go in the middle, want to go out and express himself. Karachi needing 119. Well, we all know he's got the ability to hit the ball quite a long way. Different conditions, he'll be very pleased about the sun being out earlier, slightly warm.
Absolutely. Not been a lot of fun in the UK the last month or so, the weather. If you've not been frozen, you've been soaked. Lining up for the Oppo selfie. And there's megapixels and those terrific phones. Why so serious, everyone? It's a joyous occasion. PSL's back.
Well, yeah, Oppo selfie there. The dynamics have changed for selfies. Everybody's got their masks on, so we're not quite sure who's smiling and who's not, Butch.
Got to smile with your eyes. Learnt that from those top model programs. Hopeful shout. Multan Sultans will be thinking to themselves, we can get rid of Babar. Babar is making it look simple, but this start is not a blistering one. They're thinking about a review, but I think it is a wise choice not to take it. No swing from Tanveer. Ball was very likely to have pitched outside leg stump. And I was thinking, you get rid of Babar on a slow pitch, batsmen who haven't played a great deal of late. I mean, this has got nothing going for it at all if you're thinking about reviewing that. Multan Sultans can get themselves into this game, but they've got to get rid of the Pakistan captain.
Four gone, Karachi 24 for 1.
Mohammad Irfan driven down the ground, Babar Azam at his exquisite best. Too full of floater, really didn't bowl the ball into the pitch, slow one, but Babar Azam just punched it down the ground. And as is norm, he's colourful in playing that drive. Leg side, back-to-back boundaries.
It's all happening for me and you, Baz. Straight into the attack, couple of fours. The moment Karachi Kings are running away to the final, their first final.
If Babar Azam stays out there, this is very much under control. Always makes look batting's ridiculously simple. Well, LBW peel and well pitching outside legs, so everything going its way.
Yeah, not a lot going for that if you're a bowler. Well, what makes Babar Azam really good is because he gets the boundary, and then even when he's looking to just play a defensive shot, he's opening up his face, the bat, he's running it down to third man, he gets it past the backward point and he picks up 2.
And once you're chasing 7 and over, Babar Azam can do it in a Canter live streaming in Pakistan, exclusively on BS Sports, Tampad, Jazz PK, Goonj PK.
Don't forget internationally as well, Baz. You can stream it there on youtube.com. Pakistan Super League official. You can watch it everywhere.
Chases the offside, Alex Hale in on the act.
Yeah, first runs for a while for Alex Hale's got a first bowler in the final of the England T20 domestic competition. This is a beautiful looking shot. Why wouldn't you want to watch it all around the world? One of the best players when he's in form, Alex Hales. 2 of the best players on show as well, Babar Azam.
.13 off the 5th, it's 37 for 1. Well, sun setting. Oh, at least whichever team loses here still has another chance, so not quite sun setting on them. Ilyas into the attack.
Pick up a quick single just. I think he's well in. Umpire is not signalling to have a look. Not a lot of cricket for that man, so just trying to get his match fitness, Alex Hales. I think he's well and truly in, definitely. Are you surprised they've not bowled a spinner? I know it's in the power play, but if you think they're defending, what, 141? Are you surprised they've not gambled and gone with Imran Tahir in the power play?
Yeah, I think Imran Tahir was the option. Afridi normally likes to bowl after the power play with the field spread. But yeah, you'd think that Imran Tahir, you'd want wickets up front. And if these guys do get going, you've got no chance of defending 141. But Dom, I've got a stat just for you. Ilyas, 21-year-old, and he's the odd one out in the bowling unit. You've got Shahid Afridi, who's 40, Imran Tahir, 41, Irfan, 38, Sohail Tanveer, 35. And you retired too early. You could have been out there.
I'm available. I'm 49, if you need to know. I know I don't look it. You know what I mean? Look, smooth skin.
That's for us to decide.
All right, thank you very much.
Punch down the ground, just a mere punch over, long on and boundary.
Yeah, wasn't set back right on the edge, and you can understand because they've got such a small total. Little bit over pitched. Look at the position he gets himself in. Set. He's worrying there, he's worrying. Has he got it over? Yes, just enough. Just enough. And when the luck is going your way, that's what happens. So a boundary for Hales.
Very good in the power play, and it's showing. Outside edge, but it races away.
Yeah, they're just looking to kill the game. It's simple. Power plays are important for both sides, but when you've got a strike rate of 145, which is what that man has, Alex Hales, he's always going to be aggressive. And with such a small total, when you're chasing it, you can go two ways. You can look to say, okay, we'll win this game in 18, 19 overs, or just think, come on, let's just play as we normally play. Be aggressive, get to 50, 60 in the power play, and then win the game as soon as possible. Get it done and dusted and get away to our first final.
Last ball of the power play coming up, and it's 7.89 Karachi Kings are going at.
You know what you need when you're coming towards the end of a power play is a beautiful sunset like that.
Yeah, beautiful. I mean, any part of the world. Power play done, it's 46 for 1. End of the power play, and Karachi need 96. And you think that for Multan Sultans, they need something dramatic to happen, and dramatic is the name of the game for Imran Tahir. Lovely yellow headband. And suits his age, that headband too. And you think that the way that they probably handle Imran Tahir and Shahid Afridi will be the one that decides whether this game will go close or not.
I tell you what you need. When the sun is setting and it's starting to get a little bit cooler, you need some tea. You need some tapple tea. That's exactly what you need. A tea moment. Karachi at the moment are just wanting to drink tea and just get to the final. Multan, they want that tea to give them the inspiration.
And what about biscuits to dunk in?
You've always got to have a biscuit. You've got to have one of those biscuits that don't go in the bottom, and you want one that just stands that first dunk. Not Ben Dunk, he's coming later.
Just an over where Karachi Kings are milking Imran Tahir around, or just they can, well, almost they have the luxury of actually taking it easy. Is restricted to 1, so just 4 off the 7. 50 comes up, it's 50 for 1. Required rate 7.08. Probably the moment of truth with spin operating from both ends, but he's not Shahid Khan Afridi. He's pushed till with his left arm slow.
I like how you describe that, left arm slow. So we're not going to expect any spin then.
He's a part-timer and he just maybe get the ball darting back in. Very occasionally does he get the ball to actually hold up and spin. And there you go, he starts off angling the ball back into the stumps.
A little bit like Imad Wasim, the way that he bowls, the long balls.
But with the ball coming back into the stumps with that angle, it's just Alex Hales who has to take a risk of either trying to hit it leg side or make room. And he's trying that, he's trying to make room to pierce the offside.
In some ways, a bowler's happy if you're going to do that. Imad Wasim is happy if you try and give yourself room. You're best off staying offside and hit him through the leg side. Play him as a little in-swing bowler.
Well bowled, Khushi, very well bowled, very well bowled.
Just turning it on the leg side with the angle working in your favor. A couple of good overs. Push still can finish this off. A wicket would be a bonus, but if you can go without a boundary this over. which he does, and it's a very decent over. 8 gone, it's 53 for 1.
That's it.
Such a good shot. He's taking his time and now middling the ball very nicely. A little bit of width provided by Imran Tahir. He holds the key. This is a spinning track. He's got to bowl a good spell here. Good evening, Jonty.
Hello, Rambo. Imran Tahir, he prefers to bowl straight and fast. So now that he's got a bit of turn on the wicket, slowing the pace down. Alex Hale's got a good reach though. Gets the ball out, wide long off. Shade Afridi does really well to restrict it to 1. But a really attractive partnership between these two, playing some exquisite cricket shots.
Problem for Multan Sultans is that Karachi Kings need just one healthy partnership and they'll be over the line. So they need to strike consistently to make it tough for them. He's become an excellent player in all the formats, Babar Azam. Stylish and consistent.
Yeah, a good contest between bat and ball. And Babar Azam making it look really simple at times.
Yeah, fabulous career as a limited overs cricketer. Most runs this year for Babar Azam. Power hitting is not his forte though. He's more of a conventional style of batsman who likes to play along the carpet. Whenever he tries to muscle the ball, he tends to get out of shape.
Yeah, especially with the outfield being so fast, he doesn't have to power it anyway. He can just pierce the gaps and will race to the boundary. He knows he's missed out.
Nicely played down the ground for a run. So 8 from the over, 61 for 1.
Babar Azam straight back down the ground. Alex Hales is out of his crease. A deflection onto the stumps. We didn't even bother going upstairs. Babar Azam steps down, whacks it hard. It's a drop catch. But they're not going to worry. It's a breakthrough they needed to break the partnership. It was building momentum for Karachi Kings. Multan Sultans have got that breakthrough they needed. Delight for the bowler. Not even going upstairs, straight away. Alex Hales is out. The again, trying to muscle the ball slightly, Babar Azam.
Bat was in the air. He had no chance in the end, really, to safeguard his wicket. Gone, run out at the non-strikers end for 22, 61 for 2. Iftikhar is a newcomer, known for big strikes. Khushdil clearly went for safety, and then somehow managed to fingertip it onto the stumps. And Alex Hales caught napping. He didn't realize that the ball would be coming at that speed. Shoot it at the non-strikers end.
Yeah, an important time now for Multan Sultans. Can they get some dots? Straight away, Iftikhar off strike. Getting Babar Azam back on. Tell you what, first reaction was to protect his face. Then he got his hands down, dropped the chance. But Alex Hales, he's gone.
What about the umpire? That's quite a ballet performance. Fielder pushed back. Shan Masood, the skipper, coming from the edge of the ring. Don't need that. I think he needs to come in to protect the singles.
Yeah, the danger there for Multan Sultans is that they have an opportunity. If they lose today, they're not knocked out. But you need that desperation. Save every single run. Build the pressure on the Karachi Kings.
Easy rotation of strike can work wonders for Karachi Kings. All they need is what required is 7.57, so they need to go at a half a good pace and they'll be over the line. Nicely played, good use of the feet. You can create your own angle when you do that. 66 for 2 after 10. Babar Azam once again amongst runs, and his form is going to be critical in the next couple of days for Karachi Kings. Plays like a king these days. Afridi coming on to bowl. Similar in style and mode that of Imran Tahir. Quick through the air, not a big turner of the ball. Can't afford to have a rusty outing with the ball, Afridi. Right, Osaka power run. And I think he's done well. Gets an Osaka gift hamper or a battery, I'm not too sure. Quicker ball, hit beautifully for 6. Picked up the length so early.
Yeah, what I love here, he just rocks back in his crease. You're right, if he doesn't try and muscle the ball, he hits it with such clean timing. And this is a great example. Shahid Afridi bowls it quickly, we know that, but he does drag it down. Just rocks back in his crease. And it goes all the way for 6.
Beautifully hammered, timed over mid-wicket. How quickly he rocked back and lifted it ever so beautifully, gracefully. It will be a wide down the leg side. Your margins squeeze when you're bowling against a top quality batsman, and Afridi trying to work on that middle and leg stump line, not to allow him width through the offside. On the bounce to the keeper. Now at Pepsi, Ghar Pe Cricket, post your videos on social media with hashtag Ghar Pe Cricket and get featured in our coverage, like some of these young kids.
Yeah, somehow they got to find a few dots. Karachi Kings are just not letting them up. They've lost a wicket, but they're still going at a good run rate. And that's what Multan Sultans need to do. Build some pressure from somewhere. Dry up the runs.
Trying to straighten it off the middle stump. Not out is the call from the umpire. 11 done and dusted. 77 for the loss of 2. Didn't have a lot of spin on that, and big inside edge to go with it as well. And it's a Tapal Danedar strategic timeout. All right, time to have a bit of a discussion for Multan Sultans. They need to strike, and strike quickly, to win this. Right, play about to resume. Karachi Kings in a run chase situation look pretty comfortable. 65 more to get. 54 balls shouldn't be difficult. Play about to resume. I've got John T. Rhodes here with me to assess the situation for us in a nutshell.
Yeah, good partnership so far, and that